My name is Angelina, and my story is one of resilience, hope, and the unyielding belief in the power of the mind to heal the body. From a young age, I found myself at the mercy of an unpredictable and rare disease that left doctors baffled and my family in despair. It all began when I was just 6 years old, a time when most children are discovering the joys of childhood. Instead, I was thrust into a world of hospital rooms, medical tests, and a relentless fight for my life. The disease manifested in sudden, severe episodes of pain and fatigue, leaving me bedridden for days, sometimes weeks. The doctors ran countless tests, but no one could pinpoint exactly what was wrong. My condition didn't fit neatly into any known diagnosis, and as the years went by, it only seemed to get worse. My parents were tireless in their quest for answers, taking me to specialists across the country, but each visit ended with the same frustrating uncertainty. As a child, I didn't fully understand the gravity of my situation, but I could see the worry etched on my parents' faces. I missed out on so many things that my peers took for granted. School events, birthday parties, even simple playdates. My life revolved around hospital visits and the occasional respite when my symptoms abated just enough for me to enjoy a brief moment of normalcy. Despite the constant presence of illness, my parents did everything they could to make my life as joyful as possible. They filled my room with books and art supplies, nurturing my love for stories and creativity. My mother, especially, was a beacon of positivity. She would often sit by my bedside, reading stories of heroes who overcame insurmountable odds, planting the seeds of hope and resilience in my young mind. It was during one of my extended hospital stays that I first encountered the concept of manifestation. I was 14. And the internet had become my window to the world. Late one night, unable to sleep due to the pain, I stumbled upon a video of Joe Dispenza. He spoke of the mind's incredible power to influence the body, of healing through visualization and belief. It sounded almost magical, a glimmer of hope in the darkness that had shrouded my life for so long. I began to devour everything I could find about Dispenza and his teachings. The idea that I could have some control over my own healing process was both empowering and exhilarating. I started with small steps, practicing guided meditations and visualizations. I imagined myself healthy and vibrant, free from the shackles of my disease. I pictured myself running through fields, laughing with friends, living a life unburdened by pain. At first, it was difficult. My mind was so accustomed to focusing on the pain and the limitations that my disease imposed. But gradually, I began to notice subtle changes. My outlook shifted from one of despair to one of cautious optimism. I felt a spark of energy that I hadn't felt in years, and the moments of relief from my symptoms grew longer. Encouraged by these small victories, I immersed myself deeper into the practice of manifestation. I created a vision board filled with images of health and happiness. I wrote affirmations and recited them daily, believing with all my heart that I could manifest the life I desired. My parents, though skeptical at first, saw the positive changes in me and became my biggest supporters. The turning point came when I was 17. I had been hospitalized for what seemed like the 100th time, my body racked with pain and exhaustion. The doctors had tried everything, from experimental treatments to holistic therapies, but nothing had worked. They were running out of options and had gently suggested that my family prepare for the worst. I remember lying in that sterile hospital bed, feeling the weight of their words. But instead of succumbing to despair, something inside me ignited. I refused to believe that this was the end of my story. I clung to the teachings of Joe Dispenza, to the belief that my mind held the key to my healing. I intensified my meditation practice, spending hours each day in deep visualization. I saw my body as a vibrant, glowing entity, free of disease. I imagined my cells regenerating, my immune system becoming stronger. I felt a profound connection to a higher power, a sense of peace and certainty that I had never known before. Days turned into weeks, and slowly but surely, I began to notice significant changes. My energy levels increased, and the episodes of pain became less frequent. The doctors, who had been monitoring me closely, were astonished. They ran a battery of tests, but for the first time in years, the results were encouraging. My blood work showed improvements, and my vital signs were stabilizing. The medical team was at a loss to explain what was happening. They attributed it to a spontaneous remission, a rare but not unheard of phenomenon. But I knew that it was something more. It was the power of my mind, the culmination of my unwavering belief in my own ability to heal. As my health continued to improve, I decided to share my journey with others. I started a blog, detailing my experiences and the role that manifestation had played in my recovery. The response was overwhelming. People from all over the world reached out, sharing their own stories of struggle and hope. I realized that my journey could serve as a beacon of light for others navigating their own battles. With my newfound energy, I also began to pursue my passions. I enrolled in online courses, studying psychology and holistic health. I wanted to understand more about the mind-body connection and how I could help others harness their own healing power. My blog grew into a community, a space where people could share their experiences and support one another. I continued to practice manifestation, setting new goals and visualizing a future filled with purpose and joy. I saw myself speaking at events, writing books, and creating programs to help others heal. And as I manifested these new realities, opportunities began to materialize. I was invited to speak at a wellness conference, sharing the stage with experts in the field of holistic health. My story resonated with many, and the feedback was incredibly positive. One of the most significant moments came when I was approached by a publisher interested in turning my blog into a book. I was overjoyed. Writing had always been a passion of mine, and this was a chance to reach an even larger audience. The book, titled Manifesting Health: My Journey from Illness to Wellness, became a bestseller, touching the lives of countless readers. As my health continued to improve, I decided to fulfill a lifelong dream: traveling. I had spent so much of my childhood and teenage years confined to hospital rooms that the idea of exploring the world was both thrilling and daunting. I started with small trips, visiting nearby cities and national parks. Each journey was a celebration of my newfound freedom and vitality. One of the most transformative trips was a visit to a remote village in the mountains. The beauty and tranquility of the place were beyond anything I had imagined. I spent my days hiking through lush forests, meditating by crystal-clear streams, and connecting with the local community. The villagers lived simple, mindful lives, and their warmth and hospitality left a lasting impression on me. It was during this trip that I met Lucia, a healer who had lived in the village all her life. She was a wise, gentle woman with a deep understanding of the mind-body connection. We spent hours talking, sharing our stories and insights. Lucia introduced me to new meditation techniques and herbal remedies that complemented my manifestation practice. She became a mentor and a dear friend, guiding me further along my path of healing and self-discovery. Upon returning home, I felt more connected and centered than ever before. I continued to work on my book, write my blog, and engage with the community I had built. The support and encouragement I received were incredible, and it fueled my determination to make a difference. I also started hosting workshops and retreats, teaching others about the power of manifestation and holistic health. One of the most rewarding experiences was organizing a retreat for chronically ill teenagers. Seeing their faces light up with hope and inspiration reminded me of my own journey and the importance of sharing my story. The retreat was a beautiful blend of meditation, creative expression, and outdoor activities. The participants left with a renewed sense of possibility and tools to help them navigate their own healing journeys. As my 20s progressed, I continued to thrive. My health remained stable, and I felt stronger and more vibrant with each passing year. I pursued further studies in holistic health and psychology, eventually earning a degree. My work evolved, and I began offering one-on-one coaching sessions, helping individuals harness the power of their minds to heal and transform their lives. Throughout this journey, my parents remained my biggest supporters. They had been through so much, watching their daughter battle an unpredictable disease and then witnessing her incredible transformation. Their love and belief in me were unwavering, and I was eternally grateful for their presence in my life. I also built a network of friends who shared my passion for holistic health and personal growth. Together, we explored new ideas, attended workshops, and supported each other in our respective journeys. These friendships enriched my life, providing a sense of community and belonging that I had longed for during my years of illness. One of the most profound experiences came when I was invited to speak at a major wellness conference. Standing on that stage, looking out at the audience, I felt a wave of gratitude and fulfillment. I shared my journey, the lessons I had learned, and the power of manifestation to create new realities. The response was overwhelming, with many attendees approaching me afterward to share their own stories and thank me for the inspiration. As I continued to grow and evolve, I never lost sight of the principles that had guided me from the depths of illness to a life of health and vitality. The teachings of Joe Dispenza and the practice of manifestation had transformed my life in ways I could never have imagined. They had taught me the importance of belief, intention, and the incredible power of the mind to shape our reality. Looking back on my journey, I am filled with a deep sense of gratitude. The challenges I faced were immense, but they shaped me into the person I am today. They taught me resilience, compassion, and the importance of never giving up on our dreams. My story is a testament to the power of the human spirit, the potential for healing, and the endless possibilities that lie within each of us. As I continue to navigate life's journey, I am excited for the future. I know that with belief, intention, and action, anything is possible. I am committed to living authentically, to nurturing my relationships, and to making a positive impact in the world. The road ahead is filled with endless possibilities, and I am excited for the future. I know that with belief, intention, and action, anything is possible. I am grateful for the journey that has brought me here, for the challenges that have shaped me, and for the love and support that have carried me through. And as I look to the future, I am filled with hope and anticipation, knowing that the best is yet to come.